This is the freestyle way.
Yeah, and that's encouraging to hear, because I think people believe that those who are practitioners or who have expertise in a certain area, yeah, people see them as, okay, they figured it out. It's the job is done for them. They've arrived. But it seems like we're constantly in progress, which leads me to the following question for you, Sarah. What is the common trait of the people who seek your help and assistance? What is it that they have in common?
The first is, actually, I just want to say this before I answer that for folks listening. I just want to comment on the thing you just said before this, and then I'll answer that question. Is it is so common to feel like the people helping us have everything figured out and they are at some endpoint or something like that. And that endpoint doesn't actually exist. And every single person that everyone listening looks up to or admires in any particular way, including Oprah or whomever else you think is great, they still, as they expand into, which will lead me to this next thing, expand into a bigger life, meaning I want more for myself. I want to do this. I want deeper intimacy in my relationship. I want to be more vulnerable. You could be with someone for 20 years and not have deep vulnerability. So if I said, I really want that, we're going to be confronted with dysregulation in our nervous system as we do that. That's the name of the game. And so I just want to say we're never complete. There are things I'm personally working on in my life right now. And as I step towards them, I have parts of me that are showing up and my nervous system saying, I don't think that's safe. And that means I'm experiencing more dysregulation. So I think for everybody listening, I just want you to know that this is a human experience. We are not alone in this. And as we continue to live a bigger life, that is what is going to happen. And which brings me to that response to your second question about what are the commonality of these people that come to me. And the biggest commonality is that they're mammals. I know it's a weird response, but because all of us mammals have something called an autonomic nervous system that lives in our bodies. And this nervous system inside of us that should be taught in every elementary school, it should be taught in every prison system, foster care system, hospital, everywhere. This system is responsible for our thoughts. So it is the vehicle that's responsible for them. It's responsible for how we feel at any given moment. It's responsible for the sensations in our bodies. This is a big one. It's responsible for every behavior that I have ever had in my life or anything behavior I've inhibited and haven't done. It's also responsible for how I perceive myself, others, and the world around me. So it is literally the center of our entire experience. And whether we are experiencing this system in regulation or not is really the foundational deciding factor on if I can live the full life that I desire. So people come to me because, number one, they have this system inside of themselves. Number two, they don't know how to be in control of it, so it's running the show, which means we aren't living the lives we are desiring. So that looks like a lot of things, but I would say overall that means I'm living a smaller version of a life than I feel called to or am I desiring, whether that's in my community or relationships or purpose, or I just can't seem to feel at peace in my body or feel good. I'm incessantly in anxiety or on the go or feeling trapped or shut down and hopeless. And then that permeates out to all other areas like our relationships, our purpose, our health in our bodies, and so many other things. Those are the commonalities. So the people that I work with, it's so exciting that we can do this online because there's folks from every corner of the globe, every continent, people whom are struggling, feeling debilitated in their lives, not being able to get out of bed, to people who are names that listeners would know in the world, and therapists. I have lots of therapists I work with, and CEOs and musicians and everybody, because again, as I said, everybody has this system inside of themselves.